To talk more on this crisis in the Democratic Republic of Congo, we're joined by John Prendergast, an expert on conflict in Africa and co-chair of the Enough Project to End Genocide and Crimes Against Humanity. If you could, describe the situation in the Congo and why it's exploded now.
Well, thousands and thousands of people are on the move as fighting occurs in all kinds of places in North Kivu, in the eastern part of Congo. And it's essentially a rebel movement that is fighting to expand its territory, to get more power, to get more wealth for the residents of Eastern Congo, and they're not negotiating. And as long as they're not negotiating, as long as the government of Congo is saying, we're not going to negotiate with this rebel leader, they're just going to keep expanding their territory. So the root causes are driven by, across the border from Rwanda, definitely driven by the resource grab. The mineral wealth is extraordinary there in Congo. So there's all kinds of sub-factors, but the proximate cause of the fighting now is this war between the rebel group and the government and a lack of any kind of negotiations process at the present time.
You know, we've seen some very disturbing reports coming out of the Eastern Congo about the prevalence of sexual violence against women. How is rape being used as a weapon?
It has become the tool of war of choice of many of the militias that are fighting in Eastern Congo now. It is a very effective tool because when you attack women in a very graphic way, when there are mass assaults against women, the communities just leave en masse. So if you're trying to gain position in territory, if you're trying to drive a particular community out of the region for whatever reasons, political or ethnic, then attacking the women is one of the fastest ways to do that. And the results are absolutely shattering for the women who are the victims of this, but also for the communities which are devastated by these mass assaults against women throughout Eastern Congo.
And quickly, in the seconds we have left, there is a meeting that is taking place in Kenya now with African leaders to try to resolve this with the UN. Do you think they'll have success?
It's going to require a real demand that the Congolese government and the Rwandan governments continue to negotiate with the main rebel leader. If there is a process that will attempt to address the issues, they have a chance of peace in Congo.
John Prendergast, thanks very much for talking with us about the violence in Congo today.
Thank you, Martin.